Most creators think YouTube growth starts with better ideas, better editing, or better thumbnails. But in 2026, that's not where growth actually begins. Before YouTube recommends your videos. Before it tests them with new viewers. Before it decides whether your channel is worth pushing. It checks your settings. And if those settings are wrong, your videos don't fail, they simply never get a real chance. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the YouTube settings that quietly decide whether your channel grows or stays invisible. Not hacks. Not tricks. Not outdated advice from years ago. These are educational and technical foundations YouTube still uses in 2026 to understand who your content is for, how to categorize your channel, and whether your videos are safe and relevant to recommend. Most creators skip this because it feels boring. But YouTube is a system, and systems reward clarity, structure, and consistency before creativity. If you're a small channel, if your videos get low impressions, or if YouTube feels random and unpredictable, this is likely the missing foundation. I'll break this into 5 simple parts, so you can pause, apply, and fix your channel step by step. Let's start with the settings YouTube looks at before a single viewer ever sees your video. 1. Channel level settings, your foundation. Before YouTube evaluates your videos, your thumbnails, or your titles, it evaluates your channel. In 2026, YouTube still works as a classification system. Its first job is not to promote you, it's to understand you. And that understanding starts at the channel level. Most creators rush straight to uploading without ever configuring these settings properly. When that happens, YouTube receives mixed or missing signals, and your videos enter the system already disadvantaged. Let's fix that. 1. Channel language and country. Inside YouTube Studio, your channel has a default language and country setting. This tells YouTube what language your content is primarily in, where your audience is likely located, and which recommendation pools your videos should enter first. If your language is left blank or incorrect, YouTube has to guess. Guessing slows distribution. Set your channel language to the language you speak in your videos, not the language you consume. Set your country to where you are located, not necessarily where your target audience lives, it doesn't matter. What's important is the language you are using in your videos, that's the only one that matters. This helps YouTube test your videos with the right viewers first. 2. Channel description, not for humans. Your channel description is not a bio. It's not branding copy. It's a classification document. In 2026, YouTube still uses this to understand your topic category, your content intent, and what problem your channel solves. Your first 2 lines should clearly state who the channel is for, what the channel teaches. Clarity beats creativity here. 3. Channel keywords, context, not ranking. Channel keywords do not rank your videos. They support understanding. Think of them as background context. They help YouTube confirm what your channel is about when new videos are uploaded. Use your main topic, variations of it, the audience you serve. Do not stuff unrelated keywords. Conflicting signals slow trust. 4. Upload defaults, consistency signals. Upload defaults allow you to preset descriptions, links, pinned comment language. This creates structural consistency, which YouTube favors. When every upload follows the same format, YouTube learns faster. Consistency reduces uncertainty. 5. Branding and about section, trust layer. Profile image, banner, and about section don't increase reach directly. They increase confidence. When YouTube tests your video with new viewers, it observes behavior, clicks, watch time, and trust. A clean, consistent channel appearance reduces hesitation. Why this matters? If your channel settings are unclear, YouTube hesitates. And hesitation means fewer impressions. This is why some creators upload good videos and see nothing happen. Not because the content is bad, but because the foundation is incomplete. Now that your channel is properly defined, we can move to the next layer. 2. Video level settings, how YouTube interprets each upload. Once your channel level settings are clear, YouTube shifts its focus to each individual video. In 2026, YouTube does not judge a video based on creativity first. It evaluates metadata clarity before performance data even exists. This means every time you upload, YouTube asks one main question. Do we clearly understand what this video is about and who it's for? If the answer is unclear, distribution slows, regardless of how good the video is. 1. Title, language, and structure. Your title is not just a headline. It's a classification signal. YouTube analyzes language consistency, topic focus, viewer intent. Mixing languages, slang, or vague phrases introduces friction. In 2026, titles work best when they clearly describe the outcome or lesson. Avoid unnecessary filler. Stay aligned with the channel's core topic. This doesn't mean clickbait is dead, it means clarity wins before curiosity. 2. Description. First 2 lines matter most. YouTube reads your description before viewers do. The first 2 lines act as a summary label for the algorithm. They should restate the video topic, confirm who it's for, match the title's intent. Avoid placing links, emojis, or calls to action at the top. Those push context down. Links belong after classification is established. 3. Tags. Context, not reach. Tags no longer rank videos, but they still help YouTube confirm meaning. Think of tags as error correction. They help when your topic is new, your phrasing is unusual, your audience is niche. Use exact topic phrases, common misspellings, alternative wording. Avoid irrelevant tags, they confuse the system and weaken trust. 4. Category and language fields. Most creators ignore these. They shouldn't. Categories help YouTube place your video into the correct content ecosystem. Language fields reduce misclassification and subtitle errors. Leaving them blank forces YouTube to guess. And guessing slows recommendations. 5. Audience and age signals. Always confirm. Not made for kids. Correct age suitability. Mislabeling limits. Notifications. Comments. Ad reach. And recommendations. Accuracy matters more than optimism here. Why this matters? Video level settings are how YouTube evaluates your content before performance data exists. If your metadata is unclear, YouTube delays testing. Clear videos get tested sooner. Tested videos get data. Data leads to growth. 3. Audience, monetization and restriction settings, hidden reach controls. At this stage, many creators assume YouTube will fairly test their videos as long as the content is good. But in 2026, YouTube still applies distribution limits before performance metrics matter. These limits come from audience, monetization, and restriction settings, switches, that quietly decide how far your video is allowed to travel. Most creators never realize they're limiting themselves. 1. Made for kids setting, critical. This is not a formality. If a video is marked as made for kids, YouTube immediately disables comments, limits notifications, restricts personalized recommendations. Even accidental mislabeling reduces reach. Unless your content is specifically created for children, always select not made for kids. This single setting affects more visibility than most creators realize. 2. Age restrictions, use carefully. Age restrictions are not neutral. When enabled, your video disappears from many recommendation feeds, loses autoplay exposure, becomes harder to discover organically. Only apply age restrictions when legally or ethically required. Over-restricting content for safety reduces growth unnecessarily. 3. Monetization toggles, early growth impact. Even before monetization eligibility, YouTube evaluates ad suitability. Videos marked as limited ads, sensitive content, or unclear monetization are often tested less aggressively. This doesn't mean avoid important topics, it means present them clearly and responsibly. Clear framing protects reach. 4. Copyright and content claims. Claims don't just affect revenue. They affect distribution confidence, external recommendations, and long-term channel trust. Repeated claims signal instability. Even if claims are allowed, YouTube becomes more cautious when testing new uploads. Original audio, visuals, and structure reduce friction. 5. Visibility settings and timing. Unlisted or private uploads used for testing can delay indexing if published too quickly afterward. Always allow proper processing. Full HD availability. Correct visibility state. Rushing this step creates inconsistent early data. Why this matters? YouTube does not punish creators randomly. It limits reach when uncertainty exists. Audience, monetization, and restriction settings exist to reduce platform risk, not to help creators grow. Your job is to remove uncertainty. When risk is low, testing is faster. When testing is faster, data arrives sooner. And data is what growth is built on. 4. Upload defaults, workflow and consistency, how YouTube learns faster. By now, your channel is correctly configured, your videos are clearly labeled, and your reach is no longer limited by hidden restrictions. At this stage, growth doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing things consistently. In 2026, YouTube still rewards channels it can predict. Predictability reduces risk. Reduced risk leads to faster testing. And that predictability is built through workflow consistency. 1. Upload defaults, system-level memory. Upload defaults allow you to predefine description structure, links and disclosures, pinned comment language. When every upload follows the same structural pattern, YouTube forms stronger expectations about your content. This reduces classification time. Think of upload defaults as teaching YouTube what normal looks like for your channel. 2. Description templates, signal stability. A consistent description format does more than save time. It creates repeated contextual patterns, reinforced topic associations, faster metadata recognition. Your top section should always restate the video topic, confirm audience intent, align with your channel description. Variability introduces doubt. Structure creates trust. 3. Pinned comments and engagement framing. Pinned comments are not just for calls to action. They frame viewer behavior. When viewers see familiar patterns, they engage faster. Faster engagement gives YouTube early interaction signals, which influences whether testing continues or stops. 4. Upload timing and cadence. Exact timing is less important than consistency. YouTube does not require perfect schedules. It requires reliable ones. When uploads arrive at predictable intervals, YouTube can allocate testing resources more efficiently, compare performance accurately, reduce uncertainty. Irregular uploads reset learning cycles. 5. Processing discipline, often ignored. Always allow full video processing, HD resolution availability, subtitles or captions if used. Publishing before processing completes can weaken early viewer experience. Poor early experience leads to weaker initial data. Why this matters? YouTube learns through repetition. The more stable your workflow, the less friction exists in the system. Consistency doesn't just help viewers. It helps the algorithm understand you faster. And understanding is the gateway to growth. 5. Hidden mistakes that quietly kill reach, even when everything looks right. At this point, most creators assume that if their settings are correct, growth should be automatic. But in 2026, YouTube doesn't just evaluate what you set, it evaluates what you consistently signal over time. And this is where many channels stall. Not because of obvious errors, but because of small technical contradictions that quietly reduce trust. 1. Topic switching too early. One of the most common mistakes is changing topics before YouTube finishes learning your channel. Each topic shift forces YouTube to reset classification confidence, retest audiences, slow distribution. Early consistency is not about niche obsession, it's about giving YouTube enough data to form conclusions. 2. Metadata drift. Metadata drift happens when titles change style, descriptions lose structure, language becomes inconsistent. Even subtle drift creates mixed signals. YouTube favors channels that look familiar to itself. Structure matters more than novelty. 3. Overediting early videos. Excessive effects, jump cuts, or stylistic experiments introduce unpredictability. YouTube compares viewer behavior across videos. When structure changes drastically, comparisons become unreliable, and unreliable data slows testing. Clarity beats complexity early. 4. Deleting or re-uploading videos. Removing videos resets learning. Re-uploads fragment data. Unless content violates policy or quality standards, leave it. YouTube learns from all uploads, not just successful ones. 5. Ignoring early performance windows. The first 24 to 48 hours matter for testing, audience sampling, behavior modeling. Changing titles, descriptions, or thumbnails too aggressively during this period introduces noise. Small adjustments are fine. Constant changes confuse the system. 6. Chasing metrics instead of signals. Subscribers, likes, and views are outcomes. YouTube optimizes for satisfaction, session time, viewer trust. Focusing on metrics instead of structure leads to reactive decisions. Structure creates stability. Stability enables growth. Why this matters? YouTube doesn't punish mistakes. It slows distribution when uncertainty increases. The goal is not perfection, it's coherence. When your channel sends consistent, clear signals, YouTube gains confidence. And confident systems test more aggressively. Final perspective. Growth in 2026 is not about tricks. It's about building a channel that YouTube can easily understand, predict, and trust. If you followed parts 1 through 5, you now have the same technical foundation most successful channels start with. Even if they never talk about it. Now, your job is simple. Upload. Observe. Refine, slowly. That's how sustainable growth is. If there's one thing to take away from this entire video, it's this. YouTube growth in 2026 isn't random. It's structured. When your settings are clear, your signals are consistent, and your workflow is intentional, you stop fighting the platform. And start working with it. Most creators don't fail because their content is bad. They stall because the foundation is unclear. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most people, because you're fixing the parts most creators never look at. Before you upload your next video, take a few minutes to apply what you learned here. Small technical adjustments compound faster than big creative changes. If this breakdown helped you understand YouTube better, let me know in the comments. Which setting surprised you the most, or which one you're going to fix first? That feedback helps shape future videos, and it helps other creators learn from your experience. If you know someone who's uploading consistently but not seeing results, share this with them. This is the kind of information that saves months of confusion. And if you want more educational, technical YouTube growth content, without hype, shortcuts, or outdated advice, subscribe. The goal isn't to grow fast. It's to grow correctly. I'll see you in the next one.